Well, I can't believe we're already into November and all this wonderful stuff we have for Thanksgiving I'm going to start making. My Grandma Elizabeth's favorite holiday is Thanksgiving. She absolutely had a thing. In fact, weeks before she started preparing, folks, and I'm not kidding you, to make a really wonderful pumpkin pie for Thanksgiving. My best recommendation is use canned pumpkin. Okay. Now, you want to have a really good pumpkin pie. Now, pumpkin pie takes hours and hours to really thicken and show, you know that. So the next thing I have to do is I want to add in a half a cup of sugar. There we go. I'm not going to grab my nutmeg. Nutmeg is very common in the fall. You know that, folks. I want to make sure everything is clean. Now, November is one of my favorite months. I also have to call November a very special month. I call November my operetta month. I do loads and loads of operettas in November. I'm adding in a half a teaspoon of nutmeg. I have to be careful because my daughter can't have certain spices. I want to be really careful what I put in here. Nutmeg. Nutmeg can also go in like apple pies and stuff like that. Really wonderful thing. Now I want to mix this together, folks, before we go to the next step. It's kind of yucky looking, right? And I understand that, yes. Okay, now the next step is I want to add in my cinnamon. I would say use about a teaspoon of ground cinnamon. You could use cinnamon sugar also if you happen to have it in the house, you know. All right. Now you can also use, folks, if you want, you can use ginger.
Use ginger.
All right. I'm going to put a little bit of ginger in also, just a little bit, maybe a quarter teaspoon of ginger. You really want to have it flavored up, folks, to really.
Remember, I can eat gingerbread.
Yeah, I just realized my daughter could eat gingerbread cookies. She could eat ginger. Oh gosh, it smells so delicious, folks. Now I'm going to grab my eggs. 2 eggs. I absolutely love living in the country, especially in the fall. But folks, I hate to tell you this, I think we passed the peak. We went out before, and there's just no peak now to be found. It's not, the leaves are getting very dull. All right, now we're going to grab my big spoon, and we're going to mix everything together. Then I'm going to go to the final step, the milk. Folks, I know what it looks like. It doesn't look appealing, but don't worry about it. This is going to be a... Oh. Folks, you're not going to believe what I just did. Oh. I did something really dumb. I accidentally was mixing too hard and got a little... The stuff went flying, hit me in the eye. Okay, now. Use whole milk. That's the best thing I can tell you.
Smells good.
Always use whole milk. You don't want to use anything else when you make pumpkin pie. Now, pumpkin pie is a wonderful thing for Thanksgiving. Now, we're going to gradually add in the milk. Now, you got to realize this is going to be very watery, folks. It has to thicken. Number 1, milk. You want to have enough of everything in here. I would say maybe just a cup of milk. I don't think we're going to need any more than a cup. Anything else will go back in. Okay. This is what you really want to see. A little bit more. There we go. A little bit more milk. This is really delicious. It's almost like a custard, if I was to describe a good pumpkin pie. Which, by the way, we're having for Thanksgiving. Okay. I think this is wet enough. I don't think we need anything else. Now, let's get the pie crust looking perfect. Now, what I want to do now is put some holes in here. Okay, now we're going to put this into the pie crust. Oh, this is going to be fantastic. I can't not wait to have it. Now, my recommendation is, let me find my aluminum foil, folks. Here it is. Okay, mix so much before I accidentally got some puffing in my eye. I'm going to put some aluminum foil over this. We don't want to burn it. We want it to come out different. I would recommend at least a good hour. Here we have a wonderful, delicious pumpkin pie. Now, folks, you've got to realize a bit of whipped cream, just a little bit, it'll give it a little puddiness. That's about it. You want to make sure it chills for about 6 to 7 hours. You want it really thick, pumpkin pie. Look how beautiful that is. A wonderful, delicious pumpkin pie. This is one of the things that my Grandma Elizabeth always had around Thanksgiving. From Deborah's Home Country Kitchen, have a great day, and please subscribe to my wonderful YouTube channel.